Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Cave Story Blind. In the last episode, we gave up our booster for a second to make a rocket sort of thing that we're probably going to go and use to access the doctor's lair and finish this once and for all. But before I get to that, you guys have mentioned several times, ever since my last recording session, that I kind of forgot a really super awesome weapon. So I know it's somewhere in the outer ring, and that's pretty much all I remember, so we're gonna go find it in this episode, and then we'll take our rocket into wherever the heck we're going. So that's the game plan. It's been actually kind of a bit of time since I've recorded this, so who knows how rusty I'll be, but we shall make do accordingly. Now, if I take the map here, the question is, what do I need to see here to figure out where I'm going? Because apparently there is, like, a thing somewhere around here, but I'm not quite sure where. The map, I thought the map would help me figure this out, but I'm not seeing it. But that's okay. I'm gonna go find it, and it's going to be a thing. So, yeah, I guess I mean, I guess it's not something I need to necessarily keep in until I figure it out, right? Isn't that, like, probably the best way to handle this? I don't know. I'm gonna figure stuff out. I'll see you guys in a second. Oh, I think I understand. Oh, by the way, Mr. Guy is gone, but also, hang on, I see this over here. Oh God, that was really scary. Here we go. Here, whoa, no, well, goodbye. There was a hole there, but I see where it is now. It's underneath the area. I understand. This all makes sense now. Okay, so we figured out. I figured out where the secret is that I need to apparently find. I just died a horrible death in the process. Yay! You know what? I'm gonna keep this part in because here's what I'm going to do. We're just gonna free fall. Oops. I want to actually get some bit of land here. There we go. Now we're just gonna free fall forever and hope that it doesn't end in my horrible death. Because we're just gonna fall. Oh, whoop, hello, cat thing. You were pretty adorable. So yeah, I guess you could just fall all the way down here. There we go. And then I need to juke into there. And then I need to be like, no, and do that. There we go. I call that a success. It's a little house. There's little people in this little house. Really? That's neat. Hi. Isn't he like right next to you? Hi. What? I'm really confused. What? I don't know. Who are you? There's two people here. I am awfully confused right now. Is there? I'm a little sad there was like a jellyfish jelly thing. Maybe like I heard it has something with this sword, but now I'm. Is this I need to figure out what the heck is going on by looking at a guide sort of thing? Because right actually is there maybe like maybe there's a thing in the map. Nope. I mean, as far as I'm aware, I don't need to be shrunk down. Did I, like, miss my opportunity to get this? I'm a little baffled. Is it time to consult the internets? Perhaps. Oh, okay. I figured it out, and I'm glad I did because I never would have guessed this. Apparently, I guess once you visit, it triggers something in the graveyard. So, this is gonna be a thing, but I did it successfully. I guess the best way to go back is to just speed through Egg Corridor, maybe? I can get through here, right? Yeah. I guess this is the best way to like backtrack super quickly. I don't know, it's kind of gonna be a pain in the ass anyway. It's gonna be kind of a bit of backtracking and cutting, I guess, because it looks like I kind of have to make my way to the graveyard. Again, by the way. Just again, just casually doing it all over again. Why not? So, I guess, theoretically, if I go there, there'll be a thing there that I can do. That's all I'm reading right now, is the first time you go, you just see two people, and then you find said husband person in a spot later on. I also have to be careful not to die here, because I'm being quite risky here for no good reason, because this place is scarier than... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna die if I'm not super cautious right now. I'm gonna die. Okay, so... speedrunning through Egg Corridor is kind of a pain in the ass. Climbing that thing is kind of a pain in the ass. Really, this entire process seems a bit like a pain in the ass. I did the thing of talking to the peoples. Just keeping this in. Actually, you know, I'm gonna keep this in just a little bit, just because then I could be like, hey, look at me being a smarty right now, and going over here, and going in here, and saving the game. So there we go. If I die again, at least I won't have to fall over again. That's kind of really honestly tedious to get through. But climbing up the entire thing would also be really kind of tedious to get to. Luckily, now that I have this teleport, I can now take some easy ways to skip back to the plantation and fall down. So this whole process might be a little bit easier given that. But I guess you should probably be doing the graveyard section where you're getting the thing for Curly and doing this at the same time. That seems like probably the best way to go about doing this. But now there should be a thing in here somewhere, should there not? If I'm not completely and totally mistaken. So, I'm gonna just kind of murder this guy. Gonna just murder everyone. Also, oh wait, I see it. There's a little person there. See the little person? He's right, like, around here somewhere. There, come, you. I found you. Well, maybe you shouldn't be wandering around in a random... Oh. Why am I drawing you like one of my French girls? Why do I have French girls? I don't know. Why are you in that pose, sir? You're a strange one, Mr. Little. I don't know how to feel about this, honestly. So, teleporting to the plantation seems like the best way to go about it, and then I'll just fall all the way back down again, and then I will just go ahead and hopefully I can take the person back home, and things will happen. That'll be good things. Maybe. Wait, oh, so now this music is back to this music. Was this like this before? No, yeah, this music was always this. It's the good old, like, title theme music. It's kind of weird that it shows up in the plantation, which is kind of apparently a thing. Hi, Curly! Curly. I got a little guy in my pocket. He's little. He wants to be a French girl. That's his aspiration in life, okay? He was just at a graveyard to get inspired by the French girls in the graveyard. I don't know where I'm going with this, okay? Maybe I could sacrifice him to the guy up here. Of course not. So we're gonna take I want to know what's up with that statue room. I feel like there's significance there. Like, if I'm missing anything super important, maybe I'll try to, like, make a hard save just before I get to the end of all this craziness. I blew up that cat for no good reason. You died too. Okay, fine, I tried. I have a bullet! My gun is fully... Ha-ha! Destroying a cat ghost for no good reason whatsoever. I love it. Hey, lady! I got your husband back. You're home! Yay! Everyone is united. Oh, okay. Sure, I really like the sword, but apparently this is a thing that you can get, and the Nemesis. Ooh, that sounds, it's apparently ducking awesome. Whatever the heck that means. Well, that's a gun. I got a new gun. What is strange? Yeah, I like it. What if I say no? No. Oh! Okay, so I can get the thing back. Can I switch it out? Okay, good. So I can change it out whenever I want. That's good. It's not like the spur where you can never ever get it back ever again. So what is this gun like? Okay, so level 1 deals the most damage. So I'm assuming at higher levels it actually gets progressively worse. Whoa! That seems pretty intense. Let's try like shooting things with it, because that seems like a potentially powerful weapon of sorts. What a strange little side quest with strangely interesting results. I guess Well, the problem is I don't want to level it up now because I feel like bad things left. Maybe I'll save the game at some point and I'll save. I'm gonna save here and I'll show you what happens when I level it up. But apparently I don't want to level it up, so I'm gonna not keep that. But let's do a little experiment with the gun as I make my way back, and we'll see how things actually go with it. So, 16 damage per is pretty nice, and you can spam it for lots of damage. That's pretty cool if you level it up. Yeah, that definitely looks weaker now. It's going to do significantly less damage. Yeah, it definitely is taking, if I do one shot, it'll just be 8. Yeah, so actually, you get half, and then at max level, it becomes ducks. That's pretty funny. Hi, can you hurt me? Oh, and then when you get hit, you go back down to level 1. Okay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I either have to climb. You know what? Let's just make the climb instead because screw going through Egg Corridor. That's too much of a pain in the ass for me to deal with. So we're gonna make the climb up, and then we will go into Rocket Town and go to space because we have the Nemesis gun now, and that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's actually a really neat gun. In the fact that, by the way, if someone actually knows what's up with the statue room up here, if I miss anything important, like, let me know, because it concerns me ever so slightly. Also, like, any amount of experience seems to, like, level you up here, so you have to be really cautious of, getting experience. Although, in that case, yeah, that was, like, yeah, just any amount of experience seems to do it, so... It's an interesting gun. I like it. I feel like it's gonna be useful for bosses, because experience is usually not very available. And whatnot and what for, but yeah, I'm intrigued by the fact that, oh, I can actually use this to rest and get full health. I'm intrigued by the fact that, what am I trying to say here? I have 2 guns now that do not really require levels. The Spur does not require levels, and the Nemesis actually, is not good for levels. So that actually makes it good for bosses, where the issue is if you fall behind with the levels, you actually start really getting into really bad times. Now, what I actually want to do is I'm actually going to end the episode. I'm not going to end the episode. I'm going to end my video recording for a second and then restart it. The reason being I'm actually going to make a hard save, like a copy of my save right now, because I feel like this could be possible points of no return-ish. Probably not, but just in case I miss anything, and if I did miss anything, let me know in the comments. I think I've gotten everything that everyone's mentioned at this point, but maybe I missed something. So yell at me in the comments. I'm going to make a hard save just in case, and then we're going to go to the sky, because I'm going to guess we're at around 10, 11-ish minutes right now, and I still want to get another, 10, 11-ish minutes left in the video. So, be right back. Alright, and we're back. So now that we're about halfway through the episode, but hey, we did get a cool, awesome new weapon at the expense of a few stupid deaths. Or just one stupid death. Right? Yeah, I think. I don't know. We got a new weapon though, and that's the important thing, and now we're going to go ahead and, do the whole going to the throne. I was gonna say going to space, because we're using a rocket, but no, we're going to the throne, and we're hopefully going to defeat the Doctor once and for all, but it's probably not gonna be that easy, but that's the plan. Hey, you're back. We talked to you yesterday, it was pretty cool. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, who knows? Let's go on a rocket ship. Oh man, is this gonna be like the death zone? This is the death zone. You can fall back down too, which I want to do because there's a puppy here. You can talk? Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that I checked the puppy, but... And I got, like, hey, I think I'm actually at max, okay, well... Okay, I will! Right now, because Curly's down there. Curly, oh, dang it, my weapon got leveled up. That's no good. There we go. Curly. The puppy said hi. Just wanted you to know that. The puppy said hi. He wishes you well. I hope you are enjoying your stay in bed for apparently the rest of the game while I do all the heavy lifting and the hard work. Sigh. Anyway, I'm gonna just switch back to the Spur because the Spur is more fun. I like the Spur better. But there we go. I got max health now, I guess. I guess I'm at 50 health. You know what? I want to kill these bats quickly because I can hopefully get a health thing like this. And there we go. We're at 50 health, which is pretty fantastic. The last one came from a puppy for whatever reason. I'm glad that I was like, puppy! I'm gonna pet it because I got rewarded with love, and that's always pretty awesome, so... I don't know why there's a puppy there randomly, and I don't know why you gave me a health thing, but the fact that I'm now at max health and max missiles really makes me think that this is getting to endgame point. However, this also doesn't look like a point of no return considering, I just went up there, and that was a thing. Whoa! Phone! Careful, you are vibrating all over the place. My phone, I've been having a really bad habit of leaving my phone on my desk, which is unfortunately right next to my mic, which is not very smart of me to do. At least it was on vibrate this time. That sounds bad. Oh no! That seems awfully unfair, but also not that tragic considering I have 2 weapons that don't care about that whatsoever. Does that happen every time I enter in here? Okay, it does. So every time I go in here, my weapons go back down to level 1. Last cave. Gee, this sounds awfully like heading to final area. Or is it just me? So I guess we'll get a little bit of experience in the last cave, unless, I mean, I could have made like this a really short episode, I guess, or something, but I get the feeling this is gonna be difficult anyway. The music here is pretty awesome. The enemies here do not seem to give a lot of experience. Good thing, like I said, I have really good weapons that don't really matter that much, but I'm assuming this is where the game gets hard. I guess we're gonna level the missiles up first, because that seems very vital, but I'm not obviously getting a lot of experiences. I'm assuming this lava thing is bad. So I probably have to do like crazy stunts like that. I'm assuming like is this just instant death? Okay, it's not instant death, but it is ouchie, ouch, ouch. Not good for me. So welcome to the part of the game where I guess we're gonna do a whole bunch of platforming shenanigans. Hi! But that's okay, because I feel like if there's one thing I'm actually decent at, it's platforming shenanigans. There's also a thing there. Oh, that looks like experience for a weapon. Ow! Yeah, my whimsical stars, awesome. What did I just... I don't know what I just did. Did I just, like, break that and have nothing... Did my whimsical star break that and that was not a weapon that didn't matter? Because that's kind of unfortunate if that was the case. Like I said, I'll try to slowly level up my missiles. I think I just missed out an opportunity to do just that. That seems awfully, difficult to do. Well, what if I just take the hit and be like, ha! And then switch to... Whoa, look at all this stuff! But it's not really worth all the damage. Okay, so basically, it's as much as I could get like my things to level up like that, it's not worth taking that much damage because I'm now at a very bad damage point. Just making sure there's anything. I mean, is there anything over here? I can just hit a wall and explode. Okay, welcome to a part of the game where things are apparently going to get difficult. I'll give this a few more tries, but apparently, you know, this is why having the spur and the nemesis apparently seems like a really good idea because when the game's like, hey, your weapons are going to drop down to level 1. Well, oops, that was a missile that I did not want to fire. And my bub line's basically useless. This, however, is not, except when I level up, because that's actually the one thing I don't want to do, so... The spur, yeah, this is why I can see why people were like, you want the spur, because I clearly am going to want it for this. So this is going to be a testament of just taking as little damage as possible. I'm not even going to worry about the other weapons right now, because unless I have a situation where it's really convenient, it does not seem... I was gonna quickly switch over there and get my missiles some things, but get a little bit of experience for my missiles, that's cool. Gotta try to get the experience from here for my missiles. You know, it doesn't give that much though, honestly, and there's lots of enemies down there, that's cool and all. Well, that somehow worked out in my favor. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be worth it. Like, I could get that, but that just, I mean, unless I just do something like really crazy, like... Yeah, I'd have to do some sort of crazy shenanigans like that and actually fire. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll try it because that experience could be useful, but at the same time, between my nemesis and my spur, I don't think it's really that necessary, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Well, let's see how far we can get in this crazy... Bat, why? You had so much to live for. Okay, I can quickly switch to this weapon. Okay, I can do a thing like this and that to get some experience and slowly get the missiles up. The missiles are my priority right now because I don't know reasons. Ow! Okay, dang it. It kind of defeats the purpose of getting this health when I do something like that. Ah, okay. This is going to be very much a testament of being extraordinarily cautious and not dying. Luckily, I do have max HP and the booster 2.0, which I imagine is a godsend for this. Please no. Fireballs are actually still decent, surprisingly. Actually kind of works out pretty... Whoop! I have to be just extra careful with all of my... Every move has to be just really extremely well thought out here, or it's just going to result in me taking damage, and that's no bueno, so... I like this. I mean, the end game should be difficult, so I'm glad it's suddenly become actually more of a platformer than a pew-pew-pewer, in a sense, even though, I mean, there were platforming elements always, but now it's definitely gone a lot more, especially because you now have the precision of the booster to worry about, which is actually kind of... I like the precision of the booster, however, having to navigate to this extent is going to take some practice. So in other words, expect me to suck for several episodes. Okay, I won't go that far, not several episodes, but... We'll get to the end of the first section, hopefully here. Because so far, I mean... Okay, actually, no, I was going to say... Oh, geez, okay. Ha, 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 ah! See, look at me, I'm not terrible, I'm not terrible. See, I'm doing it! I'm doing it! Where do I go here? Oh, I gotta go, okay, I gotta... Okay, see? Now that I'm, like, really taking my time, this is where, like, super booster navigation section of amazingness, and that's actually really fun. I'm actually really enjoying myself here. Okay, well, I'm awfully close to dying now. This really does get... Oh, okay. Ha! Ha! No! Mr. Guy! You were there! And you killed me! And that's really upsetting. Okay. 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 This is an interesting section. And I kind of like it. Part of me is like, do I really want to, like, have to save it? Do I really want to, like, cut, like, every time I die? I think maybe I'll, like, do a quick speed run of this, because I did pretty well, all things considered, I think. I think it's worth putting this in speed up mode, though, so... I'm gonna try one more time to get to the end of that section. If I die a horrible death, I'll probably call the episode and make this the focus of next episode. I kind of want to pull this off here. Call me crazy, but... Hang on, I can do this. Okay, not really worth it, but it is a thing that you can do, and it does give you a ton of experience, so maybe worth it? I don't know. That's a tough call. That is a lot of experience for a weapon. I don't know how important it is to actually get these weapons up, though, because like I said, I have the spur. Can you imagine doing this without the spur? Oh my god, I would probably... Well, that was silly of me. At least the enemies seem to drop a lot of hearts, which is nice, because I guess it's kind of designed that way because they're not supposed to drop a lot of experience, because you're supposed to be going this without experience. I kind of dig it. Like, this is a really cool way to end the game. Props to the game designer. This is, I like. This gets the LuckySevenDX seal of approval so far. Ah! Okay. Well, this is difficult. And to be perfectly honest, I kind of want to... This is feeling like it should be its own section. So I've given you guys a taste of what the end is to come, but next episode, I'm really going to tackle it, and we're really going to see where it leads. So a bit of a shorter episode. This is mostly focused, I guess, on getting that extra weapon. If I'm missing something super crucial and important, let me know in the comments below. But for now, this is LuckySevenDX signing out. See you guys in the next episode for what's clearly going to be the end game. Because, oh my god, the difficulty definitely ramping up, and I like it. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.